Welcome to the show with no interference. Get all your NFL needs made by fans for the fans. We are your hosts, West Side, Big Sass, and the Bull. So here we go. All right, this is episode 17. Welcome to the show, No Interference. We are your hosts, West Side, Big Sass, and the Bull. We are moving along on our schedule breakdowns for individual divisions, and today it is the AFC East.
The AFC Least.
I thought you were going to say like the AFC Beast or something, but you went that way. I mean, they got the Jets, the Dolphins,
They're not the West.
the Patriots that no one likes anyway.
I thought you said Weast.
East. I
Bingo.
thought you said West. All right, well, we're just going to hop right into it. First team up on the breakdown is the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo!
I was literally about to say that, and I was like, "Oh, I'll resist the temptation."
If you like
Okay, you
blue
got-
cheese, then you're a Bills fan, apparently.
It's the greatest slot game in the casinos.
That is true.
Buffalo. Yeah, the
The
Buffalo
Buffalo,
Bob?
whatever it is.
Buffalo Bob. Puts the lotion on the skin.
And RJ takes it too far once again.
They got a Hemi
That's
here
no
for
way.
$2,500. That's a steal.
I know.
That's a great
All right.
reference, is what it is.
All right,
Fair
let's
enough.
get into it. Week 1. Buffalo is at LA Rams. What are we thinking? What are we feeling?
I got the Bills.
So I had to go through the Bills twice when I was doing my records because the first time I went through, they were undefeated, and I was like, "That's not going to happen."
I'm close to that, but then I didn't do the same thing though.
I did a little evaluating, and I think the Rams, they're coming off the Super Bowl win. They're pretty whole from what they were last year. I think it'll be a very high scoring game. Could go either way. I'm going to give it to the Rams just because of the Super Bowl first game of the season.
I'm saying the exact opposite. I mean, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game too, but just a different outcome. Two high power teams, two great defenses going at it. But I think Buffalo is the better team out of the two, even with that Super Bowl energy.
So, yeah, I went with Buffalo too because they're getting Tre'Davious White back. They're going to have Von Miller, who's going to be fresh at the beginning of the season. Their running backs should all be healthy. So I'm going Buffalo over the Rams for week 1.
No argument.
So we're going to give them a W week 1. All right, week 2. Home against Tennessee.
I gave the Bills the W. A little too much offense for the Titans, unfortunately.
Or
Right, 'cause you
Tannehill, you Titans, they don't have AJ Brown. I know they'll have the whole offseason, but it's the first couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry, could he go off?
He probably still go off. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the Bills might have a little too much offense.
yeah,
And
I think
their defense is spot on.
Now, if the Titans can keep up the pass rush from what they had, they had a good pass rush most of the year last year, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like if they can get to Josh Allen a little bit, which is hard to do, to have a chance, but
I think
much
it'll
so.
be close because the Titans seem to have the Bills' number lately, but without AJ Brown,
Mm-hmm. Definitely a big factor.
and the Titans are typically a little bit of a slow starter. I'm gonna go with the Bills here.
We're all in
W.
agreement.
All right, week 3 at Miami.
Bills all day. I know Miami has done a lot of moves. They've made some big plays this offseason. I'm not pretty sure we're on the same page about Tua. I think that's where it all lies. Defense could do whatever, but Josh Allen's just going to score. That's what he does. And they're going to keep doing it, especially against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'd like to see Miami in action. I feel like their season could go a couple different ways, but
Yeah,
like
see the
you just
proof in the
said,
pudding first.
yeah, I mean Josh Allen will be. This will be what I say for a lot of these games is that their offense is a little too much
High powered.
for the opposing team.
Yeah, and I think that with Flores gone, I think the Dolphins' defense is going to fall off a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, I think Tre'Davious White's one of the best cornerbacks in the league that doesn't get talked about enough, and I'm perfectly comfortable with having him chase Tyreek Hill around all day.
Yep.
All right, Week 4 at Baltimore.
We have this predicted already. I think well, at least I decided in my list. That's what I look back to. Was that the
So yes,
Bills
you're
were in
right.
this game.
According to the last week's breakdown, yes, we have the Bills winning that game. So not to divulge into it too much.
The last video and give it a look.
Yeah, I think we just said Bills' firepower and defense is just it's just gonna be hard for most teams.
Should be a good game. I think.
All right, and then again,
head matchups will be good.
Based off our last week's pod, the Bills home against Pittsburgh, they're getting a W there.
So we have them 5-0 so far to start.
5-0. Maybe it's gonna be undefeated.
I give them their first L.
At Kansas City.
At Kansas City. Now, the reason I say this is because they're both very high-powered offenses. It's going to be a high-scoring game, most likely, but I think the Chiefs take this regular season win, and when the playoffs come around, when the Chiefs and Bills eventually play again, that's where the Bills have the Chiefs number. They're going to make up for last year in that abysmal defensive effort covering Travis Kelce in the middle of the field.
So you think
the Bills are going to win? Lose?
Yeah, but last year in the playoffs when they lost against.
So you think the Bills are going to lose in the regular season and then beat the Chiefs
get back in the playoffs?
The playoffs. Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. They lose in the regular season, and they get their redemption in the playoffs. Hopefully, but all we gotta do is cover Travis Kelce down the seam, and
I'll be honest.
1+2.
I'll be honest. I have questions about the Chiefs now that Tyreek Hill's gone. Their running backs have been lackluster. Their defense probably is getting. They lost starting safety, starting corner. Their D-line's still weak. I agree with everything you said, but I personally think the Bills win.
Yeah, I agree with you with the Chiefs taking a step back. How important was Tyreek Hill to that offense? We'll find out. And I mean, obviously, he's the most, or if not one of the most explosive players in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give the Bills the W for the revenge game, but I'm going to say maybe it's too much. It's like too much anticipation. It's marked on their calendar probably already. They'll be hyped up going into it. A little too hyped up. It's in Arrowhead. They'll be hyped. It's an afternoon game Sunday.
Being at home for the Chiefs was a big factor for me too.
Yeah, so I'm going to give the slight edge to the Chiefs.
Alrighty.
But as RJ said, if they meet in the playoffs, I'll probably have a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so we're going to go loss for the Bills. So no undefeated season.
Mm-mm.
And then we are going with the bye week. And actually, let me go back and fix something real quick that I missed before we get too far ahead. All right, so coming off the bye, they're home against Green Bay.
So I'm actually curious to see. I wonder how the Bills are off a bye. I don't know that trend for them, but I'm gonna give them an L against the Packers because it's gonna be one of those games that are it's gonna be kind of like We'll see how the Packers are. Devontae Adams is gone at that point. Yada yada. Is Rodgers going to be himself? But I think it might be one of those sleeper losses for them. It was like not a trap game, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like you expect them to lose. It's prime time. Aaron Rodgers can turn it on whenever. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Packers are going to get it.
I think this is a win for Buffalo. I don't know how I feel about Green Bay. They haven't. I know they drafted a receiver, I believe, in the. Did they end up
Second
getting one in the
round.
first or second round?
Second round.
Christian Wilkinson.
Was it Christian Watson?
Christian Watson. There you go.
Yeah. But I don't know how I feel about him yet. So.
I don't think the Packers offense is going to be prolific as usual. I think Aaron Rodgers probably has a good season. Not his crazy, like close to 50 touchdowns with like 5 picks though.
But he can make any receiver look good.
Yeah, I think true. But
Romeo Dubs.
I think this could be a game. Yeah, I think that rather than be a trap game, I feel like this could be a game where the Bills really start the drive into the season, put their foot down.
It's a good perspective, though.
The fact that it's home for the Bills is why I'm leaning towards it.
Yeah, fair enough.
My thing for the Packers is I think the Packers' strength might be their run game this year.
Yeah.
But sometimes
AJ Dillon.
Sometimes when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, it's hard to lean on that run game because there's a bit of pride to it when you gotta say, hey, yeah, we're gonna run the ball 30-40 times this game or whatever. But the fact that the Bills are at home is the tiebreaker for me, so I'm leaning for a win for the Bills. All right. Week 9.
JETS, just.
At the Jets. Yeah.
W for the Bills.
I'm sorry. Until I see something from the Jets. And then, nothing. Enough said. Week 10, on the road against Minnesota.
I saw the Bills.
Yeah, I have the Bills as well. I think Minnesota, the last year they had a weird year. What did they have, 8 or 9 wins?
The Vikings?
They were around 500, I think. Yeah. They could have easily have
their issues lie. Majority. I think Cousins has a rep with all the receivers and stuff.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's probably going to go off again this year. They could have won more games last year, but it's I don't know. I don't see them beating the Bills.
Agreed.
All right, W for the Bills. Yeah, I just don't think Minnesota's defense is that good right now. Week 11, home against the Cleveland Browns.
We already have this one predicted. It's a W for the Bills.
I'm changing my perspective on the Browns' outlook.
Yeah, it just sounds more and more that Watson's not playing this year.
And neither will Baker, so who the fuck is it on Jacoby Brissett? Is that where we're going with here? No offense to him, but he hasn't had the best luck, unfortunately.
If he gives us the old brisket season,
yeah, he could pull. He has the secret sauce in there.
That tender meat that pull off the bone. Your defense is on the bone with pulling it off.
But
that's a good analogy. I'll give you that one.
They're a mess. All right, Week 12 at. I just drew the worst W in my life. All right, Week 12 at Detroit
against the Lions. It should be.
I could see this. I won't say a trap game, but Detroit. Detroit has shown under Dan Campbell that they don't quit. They should be improved.
It just goes the high.
I could see. Look at it. You already had your bye. You're on a. You've had already in the season based off our predictions. They started off on a 5-game win streak, and then after the bye, they're on a 4-game win streak. And they're about to end the year on basically a division cram on the road in Detroit. I could see this being an upset.
It definitely could be, but I'm still going with the Bills.
I have the Bills winning. I think the Detroit will be a frisky team this year. I think Campbell is a good head coach, at least. Yeah, as far as getting the team hyped up, we'll see if
they follow through with the hype.
Yeah, we'll see if Jared Goff can
He's got to keep up.
Keep anything going. And I don't have the Bills starting off on all those wins. So win against Detroit.
All right. Week 13 at New England.
Prime time. I'm giving it to Mackie Mac in the South Squad.
I'm
Division
leaning New
game in
England
Gillette.
just because the home team on Thursday Night Football historically has a huge advantage.
Plus, Mac has shown that he can, if he need to, can keep competing to the later quarters and scoring. He's done
Taylor,
that.
did you go with
that one play bangers.
the Bills or
New England, just because it's a Thursday Night
New
Football
England.
game on the road.
I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah.
Well, you've been
Especially on
overruled,
the
sir.
road.
I don't think. I know. I just don't think the Patriots are going to be as a nuisance as much of a nuisance as they were last year.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
I'm just playing my numbers.
Was it against the Bills last year where they ran the ball like 1,000 times? Who was that against?
That was against the Patriots.
Bills and Patriots.
No, the Bills. The Patriots won, right?
Yeah, when they had that 30-mile-an-hour winds or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
weather aside,
that's not going to happen again. If that happens again, yeah.
Well, look, they replayed the playoffs and the Bills just annihilated them.
Yes, where it mattered. But remember, regular season's a different horse to ride.
Never heard that one before.
Well, you heard it today.
Regular season's a different horse to ride.
Bent over a barrel, wherever it was. Well, you did now.
All right, so we're giving them an L there, and then it's home against the New York Jets.
That's a W for the Bills.
W.
Not the Jets can win some other games, I'm sure, but these division games against
but not this one.
AFC. Yeah, not this one.
All right, then they are home against Miami.
I still have the Bills again.
Welcome to Miami. Yeah, Buffalo.
I just don't think Miami
the Bills
has the firepower.
The Jets and the Dolphins. The whole
All
season.
right, at Chicago on a Saturday game.
Chi-Town. W for the Bills.
Yeah,
I just
don't like the Bears defense.
We have a lot to see from Justin
Fields might play a little bit better this year. But
I don't like
to see either.
I don't like much about the Bears other than Justin Fields and Montgomery.
If Montgomery's healthy, hopefully he can stay healthy this year.
Darnell Mooney,
yes.
Roquan Smith.
We were talking about a trade for last week for the Bears to get a nice receiver.
Yeah. All right. We already have the next week 17 at Cincinnati. We already gave the Bills a dub
we did.
Last week.
It's official.
And then they end the year home against the Patriots.
They're going 0-2 against the pass this year. You know why?
Because they're benching their starters.
Exactly. At this point, the Bills are already probably number 1 or 2 seed in the AFC. What are you playing your starters for? Sean McDermott knows better.
Yeah, I had the same reasoning. I think the Patriots are possibly going to be going for a playoff spot. I don't think so, but I think the Bills are probably
scraping.
I think the Bills are probably going to be sealed 13-14 wins.
All right, so we have the Bills on our no interference prediction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14-3. Not a bad season.
They get a golden 14 star. The first. Do we have the Ravens going over 10 wins or 10 wins even?
I had them some different than you guys did.
We have the Ravens going 10-7.
Yes. It's our first team this year so far over
10 wins.
Yeah.
10 wins.
Yeah, I had the Ravens at 11-6, but that was my personal.
I know.
Not the.
Yeah, I mean, I know all of our records are different.
Yeah. But as a no interference squad, 10-7. Still, that's a it's wild card action.
Who are we doing next?
Next team on the list is New England Patriots, the Pawtucket Patriots.
Pawtucket.
So they start the year on the road at Miami.
I have them with the win week 1.
I have them with a loss.
I have them with a loss too.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
What y'all getting on
I
Tua's
don't
back
know.
here week 1?
I don't know
Tua's
how
the
I
guy?
feel about. No, I don't know if he's the guy, but I mean, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are still fast.
No, they have. Adding Tyreek Hill is definitely a big factor. I mean, that's freaking huge.
Yeah, I just
But will he get the ball down the field?
division game in Miami. Giving it to Miami.
I think it's gonna be close, but yeah, I'll give it to Miami. And Miami has the pass defense to make the Patriots want to run the ball and take the ball out of Mac Jones' hands. So
They do have
that
some running
gives
backs that can get the job done.
the Dolphins, in theory, could pop off a couple big plays, get a quick
You
lead.
tell me you're not in favor of Ramondre Stevenson and your boy Damian Harris?
I am. It's
just
really hard. It's really hard to if the Dolphins are going to be as explosive as people think they could be. It's very hard to be a heavy run team against those styles because you're just milking drives and they just pop a big run. It's really deflating. So we're gonna go with the Miami win.
Yep. And the next two we already have predicted.
Yep. Week 2, we already have them taking an L at Pittsburgh, and we have them taking an L at Baltimore. So we have the Patriots starting 0-3. Could Belichick get fired?
0-4.
On the road against Green Bay.
Yeah. Tough game. Afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, the Packers on that
late afternoon.
Luckily for I can't talk. Their schedule does save them a little bit, but yeah, I have them starting the season 0-4.
Mm-hmm. So I personally had them beating the Steelers, but we decided as a group that was not the case.
Are you part of the show or not?
Well, I'm also trying to keep record of mine, so we keep going through these win-losses, just making sure we
part of the show, part of the crew.
One of us. One of us.
All right, so week 5, we have them home against Detroit.
I had this as a loss.
Oh wow! No faith in the Steelers. I mean the Patriots.
Okay,
Jesus.
I think
Patriots.
I think it'll be close, but I'm giving Bill Belichick a little bit of credit, and I'm giving him a W.
Down,
has he ever started 0-5 in his career?
Bill Belichick.
I don't know.
On Cincinnati.
God.
On Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think Detroit. I think they're gonna be a little bit better than last year. They got Jameson Williams. Williams or Williamson?
Williams.
Jameson Williamson.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Is it?
Yeah, and
it's Williams.
Williams.
I think their culture is getting a little bit better. They're getting some players. They had who was the other player they drafted? I can't remember. Anyways, W for Detroit.
About, Mr. number 2 pick out of Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yes, Aiden Hutchinson. Yes.
I had to say all that to get his name.
You had to access the files,
and it worked.
So, excuse me. So we agree. Me and RJ said W, right?
Yes.
For the Lions, yes.
Noise. Break that losing streak.
No. You guys said
the win. Lions are going to
win for the Patriots.
I mean, that's what I meant.
Patriots
wins for the Bills.
God,
so it's technically the first win we have for the Bills. For
the
Patriots. God damn it.
He's out of control.
Bills on my mind.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, week 6 at Cleveland.
We have a win for the Patriots on the record sheets.
I don't care what our records were before. I've changed all my picks for the Cleveland, so this is a W though for Patriots.
Yeah,
because now Deshaun Watson may not play till week 13.
No faith in him playing.
Yeah, it's the whole season. That actually kind of blew my mind, though. For being honest.
Week 7, home against Chicago.
Chicago takes the L, so the Patriots win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't think Chicago has enough talent really to be
Yeah,
competitive.
Justin Fields.
We'll
Make
see if
improvements,
he makes
maybe.
that step. There's a lot
Bill
of young quarterbacks
Belichick.
we got to keep an eye on this year from last year.
Yeah. Bill Belichick has a pretty good track record, I think, still against rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah. Week 8 at New York Jets.
I have the Pats.
Me as well.
Me as well.
Sorry, Jets
Me
fans.
as well.
You guys,
So
you
the
gotta get drafted.
Patriots
You got some young talent. You got to put some.
Patriots
actual
start 0-4 and then
stuff
turn
in
it
there.
around to go 4-0 to get the season back on track.
It's a
Week
miracle.
9, home against Indianapolis.
I have the Colts taking the W.
Matty Ice gets his revenge. He may have beaten the Patriots since that Super Bowl, but whatever.
Still the same team, just different quarterback.
Alrighty. We have them
Got the bye week.
taking the L and then moving on to their bye week with a losing record.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily for them, home against the New York Jets.
And we all know what that is. That's a win.
Win.
All I do is win.
And this is where it goes downhill for me.
Yeah, at
I mean,
Minnesota, I know Minnesota's probably like a perpetual 500 team, but they're not bad, at least offensively.
Exactly offensively. We'll see defensively how they pan out. But I think we talked about it. Kirk has his team now, and he's been consistent enough to produce every year. He always produces. He has weapons. He has consistent weapons. Two of the best receivers, even with Thielen getting his old age, he still has one of the best route running trees. His hands are impeccable. He knows where to be, when to be there. He's got the smarts. That's just one receiver. I think they got that locked down. And also, another thing we haven't talked about is J.C. Jackson's gone from the Patriots. That's a big loss in the secondary.
Certainly is. McCourty's another year older. They lost Dante Hightower.
And the McCourtys are what?
Dante Hightower
right now.
What was that, RJ?
The McCourtys are getting up there in age, and they're getting their mid 30s
34s,
34,
35.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can keep playing past. Especially nowadays, these athletes are doing some amazing things in their older age. But defensively,
Steroids.
There's a reason why they go from corner to safety too.
All right, so we are giving them. Hang on. Well, I lost track. Where were we giving them the L
Week
against Minnesota?
So Bill.
Yeah.
Next.
Week 13, we had them
Bills.
beating the Bills.
We have them beat. Yep.
But then, excuse me, we have them at Arizona. We give them the L.
I'm giving them the L. I'm really curious to see what happens with Kyler.
You went over Buffalo? That's
the
L?
They won against Buffalo in our official one.
Yes. Arizona. Yes. Arizona.
We'll see how Arizona is total, but I still give them the W here. Their offense is very high powered.
I'm assuming
defense is good.
Arizona's offense and defense is just, I think, on both sides of the ball, they're going to be better than the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't like Cliff
really
Kingsbury, but
yeah, win for the Cardinals.
All right, week 15 at Las Vegas.
That's an L.
L for me as well.
Yeah.
L for love.
Yeah, Raiders, you're gonna have a tough season with their division. I think they're gonna play well, but they need to win these other games.
Yeah, the Raiders should be a very serious team, at least offensively, and their pass rush should be okay. Mm-hmm. So week 16, home, but against Cincinnati.
We have the Bengals. Well, I had the Bengals losing this one. I don't know about you guys.
We have them winning.
So
Patriots
Pats
L.
Yeah.
Yep. And then week 17, home against Miami. I'm having them split this, so I'm giving the Patriots the dub.
I gave the Patriots the L.
Oh, you did?
I'm on the dub.
Yes.
RJ, you have them winning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them winning too. And then we already have them at the end of the year beating a Buffalo team that is likely resting their starters.
Exactly. That's
So
probably the biggest factor.
We have the Patriots going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 9 on the year.
Could be worse. A lot of
worse.
And
it
honestly,
could be the
reminded me of my
Jets.
season last year because they lost 7. This time the Pats lost 4, but then they go on to win 9 of the next 12 games or 13 games. So it's gonna have a nice little run there, but in the end they don't make the playoffs because of the slow start. Because honestly, the way that I feel like personally with the AFC, 8 and 9 is not enough, to get into the wild card. It just is what it is. You got teams like, you got the whole division out there. The
AFC West might have 3 teams going in.
3, if not, can you push 4? Like, is it possible? I've never seen it, but is it possible? Maybe, depending on how the records go. It's the only losing division teams.
I feel like someone's got to get beaten up in this division.
Odds are yes, but I think they all have the potential to go, just be on that outer rim of that 4th.
Yeah. But, I mean, for all we know, we just kind of showed our opinion on it, but for all we know, Mac Jones could make this Herculean step forward.
If you look at him, he definitely has the ability to get the ball down the field. He may not have the strongest arm, but neither did Tom Brady, and he got it done up there.
Yeah, I don't dislike Mac Jones.
Is there?
Yeah, I don't dislike Mac Jones. I just don't think their team's progressing, and I don't think Mac Jones is the type of player that will push a team over the slump, or if they're teetering one way or the other. I don't think he's like Taylor said, a Hercules type effort.
Hercules.
But yeah, 8-9, just not going to cut it in the AFC this year.
Exactly. At the NFC, different story because the converse is
yeah. All the good teams are in the AFC. Everyone knows it. Superior conference.
The dominance of the West for basketball. The West was always so much better than the East for so long. Now it's kind of balanced out a little bit, but it's just one conference is better than the other. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, on to the third team in that division, Miami Dolphins. What's that song? Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
I have no idea, but stop singing it.
Yeah, because that's just a bad song.
I'm pretty sure it's a song.
Is that their
fight song
or their fight song? Yeah.
If
that's all they got, then Dan Marino is probably like, what the fuck?
This is why I never won a Super Bowl.
You
idiots!
Never won a Super Bowl.
That scene in Lil Nicky when he's talking to
the
devil.
Oh, so good.
Also, I would like to Ace Ventura when it comes to the Dolphins too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stealing the mascot, whatever his name was.
All right. Miami, we already have them taking a win week 1 against the New England Patriots. Then
we had them as an L for Baltimore, right?
We have them taking an L against Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Watch our last podcast for the answers on that. We have them taking an L against Buffalo. We have them taking an L against Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
So, first actual debate up on the board. Week 5 at New York Jets.
It should be a W.
Should be.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of...
they'll win more games than last year, but still be at the very bottom of the pack of the whole NFL.
Yeah. I just think the Dolphins I just pick by... This early in the year, my opinion is almost all based off of talent and then coaching if you have a really, really good coach or a really, really bad coach. And then by about, I think, week 3, then you can really make like precision picks, I think.
Yeah, it's easier to make picks week by week, seeing situations, even if a team's not playing well.
You never know who's going to pop an Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just week to week situations. Any given Sunday, that's what they say, right?
Yes, that is the number one saying in the NFL for sure.
Get over here. Get over here, ACL tear. Coach, it's a seal Terry.
A seal Terry.
Seal Terry.
Nothing can stop this boy.
Oh.
Then emphasis on the bus like riding through the stadium just makes it perfect. We saw that in theaters too, as young bucks.
Yeah,
that movie's so funny. Coach, how many touchdowns do you score?
Those early 2000s.
Back in my day, I played fullback. They called me the Hammer. Coach, how many touchdowns do you score? 0. Real reason? Maybe lack of talent. I think we need to play like a team.
So funny. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Those early 2000s spoof movies, the 2010s. Gotta love it.
Yep.
Well, back on track. Week 6, home against Minnesota.
Loss.
I have to agree. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's just even if Waddle and Hill are popping off, Minnesota's bringing in Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Irv Smith is going to be back healthy at tight end. I think he's going to be really good for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I think
it'll be a good game.
I think it's like a 4-point.
Xavier Howard's
win.
still on the Dolphins, right? They re-signed him, max contract type thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So obviously, they'll try to shadow him with Jefferson, but like you just said, Thielen, Irv Smith, Dalvin Cook. I mean, you can go.
I think Dalvin Cook's gonna have a healthy, big time year.
Shit, we saw him how he is when he's unhealthy. He had 200+ yards against the Steelers with a broken shoulder. Like he did the damn thing. Thanks, fantasy wise.
And they also have the backup running back, Mattinson.
Yeah, Madison.
Is
he still on the
team?
Matheson. Yeah, he's still on the team.
That's me. Matheson.
He's still on the team.
We have
all right
already.
Yes, we do. We have.
Steelers.
We have the Dolphins taking an L home against the Steelers, week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then week 8 against Trevor's underdog, they are on the road at Detroit against the Lions.
I haven't won in this game.
With the Dolphins? Oh, yeah. Damn. Of course I give them the L this game. And you...
Yeah, I've been taking the W too.
Not a good season so far. Either way, even with that last difference, they still only have they have 1 win so far?
No, we have
board. 2 on your board.
3
on our board.
We have them with 3 on our board.
I must have missed one then.
We have them winning against New England to start the season. We had them winning against the Jets.
That's what it was. I didn't give the W on the big board for us. That's what it was.
Okay. So week 9.
W on our board.
Week 9 at Chicago.
I have the Dolphins winning.
Me as well.
And this is when the Dolphins start to build up hope every year before they're crushed, because I have them going home against the Browns week 10 and winning that game as well.
Me too.
Yep.
Well, actually, we already decided it, but still.
That's what I was about to say. Wait. Predetermined.
Yeah, they go on a little win streak before the bye week.
And then they get their bye, week 11. That's a great bye week. Week 12, home against Houston. Bless you.
I tried. It was out of nowhere. W though.
Yeah, I was torn on this one. I wanted to say maybe.
I debated a little back and forth.
I'm leaning on the Dolphins secondary with this pick.
Yeah. Like you said before, this early in the predictions, you're thinking of talent. Dolphins have the talent advantage, so I had to give it to the Dolphins.
I am excited to see what Davis Mills does in his first full guaranteed year as a starter, because he definitely showed something in those last 8 weeks last year.
He was the reason why I was teetering. I wasn't sure.
He could be
All
one of those
right.
like creeper up quarterbacks that nobody pays attention to until he's actually on.
Week 13, they are heading cross country to San Francisco.
Yeah, I gave them the L. I think this could be a Tua
The Master
fiasco.
versus the Apprentice. Mike McDaniel going home to Kyle Shanahan.
True.
There's a lot to learn about the Niners. This new, they're going with Trey Lance most likely, I think, at the end of the day. I mean, Garoppolo obviously hasn't been dealt yet or nothing's happened, but I think they're leaning towards the new era of quarterback in San Fran. So a lot, it's by that point, their team will be established as who they are. So we'll see, but I'm still giving it to the Niners.
I give it to the Niners mostly because of their defense. They should still have a
defense, and the Dolphins are flying across country.
There you go.
Week 14 at LA Chargers.
I have this one as a surprise loss.
Let's say what? Yeah, I have a loss too.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Chargers are going to Charger, but
they're cursed, right?
But just on talent alone, and Herbert taking another step, this should be a win for the Chargers. Week 15, we already have it written up. It's going to be an L on the road in Buffalo.
Yep.
Week 16, home against the Packers. What do we think?
I think this is
Christmas game.
Yes. In Miami. I don't know how the Packers are going to be doing at this point. Is it an upset? Is it not an upset? At this point, I say it's going to be an upset for Miami.
Like they're going to be upset because they lost, or they're going to upset the Packers?
They're going to be, I think at this point, looking at it, you would say Miami would be the upsetter by winning. But when it comes down to it in the season, I don't know how good Green Bay is going to be, even though I know people say they're still contenders. But I do have Miami winning at home, Christmas Day. Weird. Hasn't been done before.
You know what's strange? I had the Dolphins winning this game too.
Oh. You can only be right so many times, unless you're right all the time.
I just think
right, then it's different.
If this game was in Green Bay,
60% of the time it works all the time.
If this game was in Green Bay, I would almost say lock of the year. Green Bay is winning, but since it's in Miami,
down in the heat though too, maybe they can't handle the fire.
They're in a half dome, a little bit more air.
That humidity knows no dome, no bounds.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you. I am defeated every year by the humidity.
All right, week 17 at New England Patriots in the cold at the end of the year. How is Tua going to handle that?
We have already decided. Oh no, I have already decided. I think we as a squad that we did. What's going to happen there?
Yeah, we did. I just can't find my notes.
We had right.
We had them losing, but still, like Tua in Foxborough late in the year.
That's the mac attack. It's creamy mac and cheese. The sound you want to hear.
Well, moving forward, week 18, home against the New York Jets.
This is a win.
It's a win. Yeah. Sorry, Jets fans.
Sorry, Jets fans.
Sorry, Jets fans.
Three.
So
pity out here.
We have Miami going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wins. Same record as the Patriots.
Sounds about right.
I think Miami has a more favorable chance of making the playoffs than Miami, in my humble opinion.
Wait, what?
I think Miami has a better chance of making the playoffs this year than Miami. I don't know if either of them will.
Wait, you keep saying Miami
you did it
twice.
Again? You said Miami twice.
What did I say?
Miami twice.
Oh,
I was like, the second time
I think Miami has a better chance than New England.
Okay.
God, what an idiot. It's AJ Green all over again.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh, damn it, AJ Brown! Why can't you have the Green last name?
I like Michael McDaniel,
It's the
but
dyslexia
first
of the
year.
mouth.
So funny because we were
New
like,
York
what?
it is then. What?
We were like, what? And then you repeat it, and we were both like, wait, what?
What am I? I was like, what am I? In my head, I was like, what am I saying wrong? I'm embarrassing myself.
Me twice.
He's dying.
He's going down. Hey, Captain goes down with this shit, right? Just keep going.
I will.
All right, New York Jets. We actually have a lot of these already decided, so we can speed through this.
We do.
Week 1, home against Baltimore.
Loss.
L. Week 2, at
Baker.
Cleveland.
Deshaun or no Deshaun, loss.
Well, we already gave. You need the Jets a win.
No.
Oh, remember Trevor reevaluated his Browns thing.
Oh,
I did reevaluate them for the worst.
No, but we already decided the Jets won this game.
I've revoked it. I've overruled.
So you think the Browns are going to win? You're going to add the Browns a win?
No, it's a loss. Loss.
A loss for who?
Jets.
Because we said the Jets were going to win.
I know.
I'm so confused now.
I'm saying they're winning.
On to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
On to Cincinnati. We have them taking an L.
That's the best time to use that reference. It was actually Cincinnati was the next topic up for discussion.
Then at week 4 at Pittsburgh, we have them taking the L. Then week 5, home against Miami, we have them taking the L. Week 6, on the road against Green Bay. What do we think?
I got Packers.
L.
So that's a big L for the Jets.
Yeah.
Talent's just not there yet.
Not yet, but we are all excited to see Sauce Gardner, Breece Hall come together with, we got Elijah Moore. If Zach Wilson makes that step, but there's still a lot to be desired.
Not excited.
I'm excited. Elijah Moore was a sleeper.
The diarrhea green of the NFL.
Week 7, we have them winning against Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, yeah.
Wait,
no.
Miami twice? Yeah, no. We had.
Hang on. My notes are all
We got a
messed
little
up.
disconfuzzled here.
Should be a loss against Miami.
That was week 5. They don't play Miami again until the last week of the season. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, Miami's the next team up. Miami was week 5.
Miami is the next team up.
No, it's not.
Yeah, after Pittsburgh.
Miami, Packers, Pittsburgh. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Week 5. Yeah, I already had that down. We talked about it out loud. Taylor
yeah.
So we already said Packers is in
no. We're in week 7.
7. Yeah, you said Miami though, Taylor. Again.
Yeah.
I think my schedule's. My schedule is messed up because my schedule says Miami, but I just checked
after Green Bay.
Yeah, but I just checked and it has.
That's what the issue is.
It has Miami against. It's
we'll guide you to victory. It's Denver.
Okay.
Never mind.
Check your sources, guys. I downloaded a faulty schedule. So
it's a clear loss.
Yeah,
against Denver.
Yes.
Denver should be.
Denver may not be as good as everybody wants it to be, but.
I think they're going to be decent.
Then week 8, we have them. We have them taking an L against New England.
Yes.
And then week 9, we have them taking an L against Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get the bye.
And then the bye week.
Right, just make it there.
1 win.
Does Salah get another year after if he goes?
Not at this rate.
Winnable?
Not at this rate.
No. But like, how many times is this going to happen for the Jets? That where you have these horrible seasons, and you just keep going through coaches. Eventually, you have to ride some losing seasons with a coach. Nobody's going to come in and just do some magic abracadabra.
Defensive-minded coach. I don't care what their talent is. A defensive-minded coach and how bad their defense looked last year. If it looks terrible again this year,
especially with adding Sauce Gardner, though. Sauce Gardner should be getting freaking 5-6 picks at this rate. That's what everybody's hyping him up to be.
What if he gets this lit up all year?
It's possible.
So Pats again after the bye.
And we have them taking the L.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Then week 12, home against Chicago.
I'm not high on Chicago.
No,
I gave the Jets the win.
I could definitely. Yep, that's what. That's. I mean, other than
As
adding some
talentless
factor.
as the Jets are, I think they have more going for them than the Chicago does.
I
Unfortunately,
could see
for
these
Chicago.
teams being the top, bottom
Picks.
three in the league.
Yeah.
battling for last place type of thing.
All right, Week 13 at Minnesota.
It's a L.
It's a loss.
It's a big old
Too
L.
much firepower.
Week 14, we have them losing to Buffalo. Week 15, Detroit. I can confidently say I would pick Detroit right here.
I picked Detroit as well.
Yep.
RJ?
RJ?
I said, yep. You all didn't hear me.
Yeah, well, you lagged out.
Well, lagadelish.
Taking the L. Week 16 against Jacksonville. Battle of the second-year quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson.
I picked Trevor over Tua.
Wait, what?
Trevor over Tua.
Oh, Jets. Sorry, over Wilson. I'm tripping.
We're all having problems, okay?
Yeah, it's a lot of
We're sinking the ship together.
coincide.
When we were playing Sea of Thieves, we used to burn the ship down.
When y'all locked
I was
me in the
literally
cage.
thinking of that.
Bust the
Start
banjos
throwing
out.
up all over you after drinking.
Literally, the disrespect was when the came in. I can't do nothing but sit around and go in circles in the cage, and I'm getting puked on by my own
The best
crewmates.
part was he logged out and logged back in, and it put him back
and I
in
was
the
still
jail.
in the cage. I had no control of going in there either because you guys vote. It's 2/3 vote on the voting into the cage.
So that's
So
an L. All right, Week 17 on the road against the Seattle Seahawks.
I have this as a win.
I was really torn with this one,
Yeah, but
but I think overall, I actually do like the Jets right here, unless Seattle somehow pulls a trigger on a Baker Mayfield trade.
That's exactly what I
that'd
was
be
thinking.
probably prime for him right now. And then for them, I mean, who they got besides Geno Smith and
Geno Smith.
They traded
And
for Trevor Simeon, right? Not Simeon. That was another Broncos quarterback.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like Drew Lock apparently.
What we decide with the
lie to
as
yourself all
squad
you
for
want.
the Jags again? I didn't write it down. I missed it. I had an L for the
L.
Jets. Okay,
L for the Jets. And we have them winning against Seattle, and then at the end of the year, Week 18, we had them taking an L to Miami.
Yep.
So sorry,
Tough
Jets
year,
fans.
2 wins.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like they're used to it more than any other bad team in the league.
So we have them going 3 and 14. Hey, it's perfect balance. Buffalo goes 14 and 3. Pats and Dolphins both go 8 and 9, and then the Jets go 3 and 14.
You can see how
Sounds pretty good.
I could see that's how it ends up shaping. Wow, that's the worst sentence I've ever said.
Oh, see your
that
screen
happening.
lag, so I thought that's what that was, but it was just you.
What?
I thought you lagged out for a second because your screen went still, but it really was just
No, my brain
Yeah.
lagged.
Been there. That's been both of us this whole.
Verbal dyslexia.
Yeah, I switch them back and forth.
Yeah, I think the AFC West, I think is going to make it a crowded wild card run.
Basically,
And
the AFC West
some of
is
these
gonna
teams
just beat down everyone.
Yeah, I just think some of these teams that could maybe typically sneak in with 9 wins aren't going to maybe have a chance. Like maybe one team gets in with 9 wins, but it'll make for an interesting end of the year.
Yes.
It's going to be...
And it's hard to predict these teams. Miami could be, if Tua doesn't play well, he could be bad. It could be a terrible trade for Tyreek Hill. It might just not work.
Yeah. Or it can go the opposite way, like you said, and he can finally make that next step and start
just
being the
put
quarterback
him...
that everybody thought he could be.
New England, I could be wrong about New England. Mac Jones might take he might be way better than I think.
That's what
he could take a step. He could take a step. I just don't like his
Not
receiving
steps,
core.
strides.
I just don't like his receiving
Yeah.
core.
Well, that's what I don't love the Patriots team in
Mhm.
general.
You're right.
But
the
I mean,
receiving core is a great one.
if Mac Jones ends up being amazing out of nowhere, I mean, they'll probably get a few more wins just from that.
Mhm.
I don't see it happening, but
It would have been better if they snagged a good wide receiver in free agency or made a trade. Give him a true number
Yeah,
one. That'd be
they're
nice.
whack draft.
Yeah, you gotta go take that center and with first round pick. Who's projected to go in the 4th round.
Yep.
Third or fourth round.
Get laughed at by the Rams.
Out
Yeah,
of
because
Chattanooga.
Sean McVay was like, we had him on our board just not until 3 rounds later.
We had him on our board.
We were hoping we were gonna get him then, but hey, Bill's Bill, and it's hard to doubt him. But Tom's gone now too, so
Yep. And I have nothing to say about the Jets.
I think I think Bill Belichick is a great coach. It's just you need talent. Like
yeah, at the end of the day, exactly. No matter what.
especially with how the AFC is this year.
Make an assessment.
Agreed.
You did.
Heard that.
Wish I didn't.
Wish I didn't. Heard that. So, anything else we need to break down today?
I don't think so. That was a good division breakdown for the win-loss record. Obviously, when the season, we get into preseason, things may change. Obviously, got a lot of injuries that will be happening in the next few months with training camp. Unfortunately, things change big time with that. I think we just have to let time tell. But these are these early predictions. Got them done.
Yep. Well, that does it for the show. This is episode 17 of No Interference. Tune in next week. We're going to be continuing with these scheduled breakdowns for everyone's personal favorite division, the AFC South. So be sure to tune in and not miss it. As always,
Flies.
You sit on the throne of flies. As always, thank you to all of our viewers and listeners. We appreciate you all taking the time to tune in and support the show. If you enjoy what you just heard, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Do it now.
Our socials are in the corner below, and I'm pretty sure Trevor has them up on anything that we have on YouTube.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Even in your dreams.
Ooh. Maybe they're haunting you. I don't know. But that does it for the show. So, adios.
See you later.
Peace.